Hello, YouTube. Hope you're all doing well out there, and it's time for an update for our channel. It's been a couple weeks since we've done one, so I'll go ahead and do one today. We took the van out for its first voyage 2 weeks ago. We went to the coast. It had a couple problems. The rear seal and the rear door leaks, so we're gonna have to try to get that fixed sometime. I haven't looked into seeing how much it costs to get fixed, but we'll have to do that. The fridge does not work, so it looks like the cooling unit is bad in it. So that's going to be, well, from what I can see, it's going to be about $400 to fix it, but we have to have a fridge basically for our trip, so we got to do something. So that's in the cards in the future. Not looking forward to that bill, but oh well. For the price we paid for the van, I think it's well worth fixing it, because it should give us plenty of years of use after we fix it. We also had an issue with our starter. It starts up fine when it's cold, but after it's hot and are running for a while, it won't turn over. So, I mean, it will, but it's like not fast enough for the van to start. It just goes. So we've got a new starter in it, and it starts up just fine now. So that was a pretty easy fix for the most part. So I guess we got some things that we're making and doing for the van, so I'll go ahead and go through some of them now. I made a little fan, circulation fan, out of a computer motor. So it's got the fan, it plugs into the cigarette lighter. It's got a male plug here, and then we also got PWM DC 12 volt motor controller. You can get these off of eBay. So what these do is they just regulate the speed by this knob, fast, slow, and off. So those are pretty nice to have. I think I ordered about 4 of them. So we'll be putting them to use in other places. I'm going to make a string of these 12 volt fans to go across my roof to down in the south when it gets really warm. So we'll have some sort of air circulation in the van. I'm also going to make a couple of them to go up on top of our vents up here to circulate air out and in too. So we'll have, I got to make a cross member that goes across so they'll hang on it. And but that should be a fairly easy project. Just get some aluminum, something lightweight. Try to keep the weight down in the van. So that'll be a project for later date. I also got these LED light strips I got off of eBay. They're metal. They're kind of weird. They're metal, which is kind of different to me, but okay. I don't know if you can see this really well, but there we go. It's a little better. But they're just a bunch of little LEDs. I think there's like 25 on here or so. I don't know. Something. I know there's a bunch, but and then I got some square acrylic tubing that we're going to be putting them in. We'll just use double-sided sticky tape. So they'll just go in there like that. I haven't figured out if I'm going to seal the ends of it yet or not. But that's another project. And those are actually going to go, this is my ceiling here. This is the dome light for the van, but the lighting in here is not over our table like this light is. This light sits right over our table, but I'm going to put a couple of these strips of LED lights up there. And then we'll have a switch right here we're going to put. Well, actually, it could probably be two 12 volt female receptacles. so we can charge our electronic devices, our laptop while we're sitting at the table. And then we'll have a light switch, and then one of them PWM DC speed controllers, so we'll be able to dim the lights and be able to turn them up or down or off for whatever we're using. So that'll be pretty nice to have. I did get all the LED bulbs changed out in here, so in the fixtures, the light fixtures, so they do work. I've already had these ordered, but I want to change them out to the original T5 wedge bulbs that were in them. I had some on eBay that I was looking at, and I forgot to buy them, and I haven't been able to find any. There's still some on there, but not what I want to pay. And around here, the T5 wedge bulbs, for just a single bulb, is $10. And it's got a lifetime guarantee. Well, it cost me 30 bucks for the 3 bulbs that I need. And call me a cheapskate, whatever it is, but I'm not paying 30 bucks for 3 bulbs. When I know all the LED stuff, it comes from China, so I'll just get something off of eBay and wait my month and have them come in. So it is what it is. We also made, I don't know if you can see behind me, we got a cloud behind me. These are our basically shades that we made for all the windows in here. So this is a little one for the back door. It's got the cloud. It's got the hole cut out in the bottom down there to go around the window latch. This is the back of it. This faces out, so this is what everybody outside gets to see. It's black, but inside of it is just kind of a thicker cardboard. They're pretty durable. They should last a while. This is the only thing I could come up in a short amount of time for our first trip, and we had to have something that we could black out our windows at night when we were sleeping in here. So, but they worked pretty good. I had to use some magnets because you could still see some light. Myodemium magnets, I think that's how you say it. I don't know for sure, but that's these little ones, and then the block ones. So I just kind of had a mixture of magnets that we used, and I do also have Velcro around the edges of the shades, but that held it in place. But I didn't have Velcro all the way around it, just in certain spots. So strategically put these where the metal frames are around the windows to help push them and seal them better. So this worked pretty good. So that was fun. But they're pretty cool. So we get to see the clouds inside at night, and it kind of matches our blue walls for the most part, and it looks kind of cool. It cost me $5 a yard for the black and $5 a yard for the sky blue color. And the materials, else the glue, and what else did I use? I used Velcro, some Velcro on them, and it was about 15 bucks to make 5 of them. So I didn't figure that was too bad. If anybody out there has any other ideas besides just regular shades, I'd love to hear them. Maybe in the future we can get some shades going. But for right now, these actually dark it out in here to where you really can't see, or dark it out so outside cannot see any of the lights on. So we want something like that, so when we boondock in the city, urban camping, I guess it's not boondocking, it's urban camping in the city, then nobody can really tell that anybody's in here. So we were pretty pleased with our first night that we stayed. We just pulled up along a river. It was kind of on the outskirts of town a little bit. There wasn't a lot of cars around, but it was kind of next to some apartment complexes, but off a little bit. Nobody really bothered us. We slept there all night long, had a good time, so that was cool. So we'll be going this next coming up weekend. We'll be going to Westport, Washington, out on the coast. We'll be going to Aberdeen as well, and then we'll be going to Long Beach again. So we have 4 days that we'll be traveling and using the van, and we'll be saving some money because we'll be able to stay in the van. So um, it's kind of awesome to be able to use a van and be able to stay in it at night, and you just save yourself that $100 a night for the motel room. So basically, we paid $1,300 for the van. We stayed one night somewhere, or if we would have stayed one night somewhere, but we stayed in the van, that saved us $100. So we only got like 12 more times to stay, and we'll pay for the van itself. So I also tinted the windows in here. Leave that to the professionals. I did an okay so-so job. I'm not really all that pleased, but it will work for us for now. I paid $35 for the window tint, which I didn't think was too bad. I don't know how much it would cost to have all the windows tinted in the van. For the most part, I did 3 of them, a big one and 2 little back barn door windows. I could have done a lot better job, but I couldn't figure out how to get the pin out of the latches. And the latches are, I don't know how many years old, 25 years old, 24 years old. It's probably brittle plastic. I didn't really want to break them. I didn't want to have to try to source new ones, so I just cut slits in the window tint to go around the button bolts, and we just kind of did that. I kind of did a shoddy job on the bottom part of them because that's all I could do, short of taking out and ruining the latches, but it is what it is. So I don't know if you can see. I can't tell. So there's the latch, kind of around it. Did just kind of piece some together, but it's all right. It looks pretty good from the outside, and it just keeps our stuff from people from just being able to peek in. So we're kind of happy with that, and so I saved myself some money there, trying to do this on the cheap. So, but all right, YouTube. Well, it's been 12 minutes or so. I think we're gonna go ahead and get off this video. We'll do another update. I'll try to get it done sooner and work on my video quality and my editing. I started to do an editing program, but it didn't really, the program didn't really, was not compatible with my phone. It seemed like the videos were choppy. They weren't smooth, so I gotta come up with something else. So if any of you have any editing software programs that you use out there that are fairly free, well, free I guess, because I don't really want to pay for one right now. So I'll be interested in what you have to say, and thank you for all your subscribes, your likes, your comments. We're just learning here how to do all this stuff, and well, it's pretty fun. So, all right, guys, we'll talk to you later, and stay motivated, my friends.